Okay, today we're going to do a tutorial on the back loop double crochet, and the project ends up looking like this. Chain, you're actually going to chain 25. Okay, so we have 23, that's for our row, and then we need 2 double crochet, which will make it 25 for our very first up area for our double crochet. Okay, so in the third stitch from the hook, you never count the one on the hook. 1, 2, skipping those 2 and going into the third. You're going to go into the left leg of the V, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through 2. Still a double crochet. Okay, you're just going to go in the left leg of the loop and do a double crochet all the way across. So one more time, a double crochet is yarn over, insert your hook into the next available stitch, bring up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. One more time, yarn over, get that yarn out of your way, yarn over, come through your next available stitch on the left only side of that V, yarn over and pull through a loop, leaving 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through 2 of those loops, yarn over and pull through 2 of those loops. Okay, you're going to do that all the way across. Trying your very best to have the same tension all the way across. And I'm not saying that if you get a different tension, it's going to ruin your project, because yarn is very forgiving. But you don't want to go, ooh, oh yeah, ooh, there's just so much room there. Look, and here we go, and do it again. Ooh, way up there. And then you've got, you know, it's like an 1/8 of an inch taller than the last one. You don't want to do that. Then your project won't be, you know, tidy and uniform. So take that big old loose one out. And do your best to keep the same tension on this yarn that's between these 2 fingers, using this finger to kind of guide your tension. You're basically the sewing machine. I mean, really, in reality. So there's our last. We're going to chain up 2, and then we're going to turn our work, and we're going to come back around the opposite way, which is how you do any project if you're working just in the row. Okay, so we're coming back here. We've got all of our stitches on the top of our work here. You see all those V's. Okay, we've chained up 2 and we've turned our work. We're going to yarn over, because we're still going to do double crochets in this entire project. It's all single double crochets. We don't want to use this first area because that is from this stitch right here. Okay, I moved my light. I hope that's not too much in the way, but I really want you to be able to see this. Let's see if that's better, because we had a shadow that was a pretty good shadow. I don't know. Okay, so we're going to do, we've got our chain up, we've turned our work, we're going to yarn over and double crochet back across this row. The difference is you're not going to be going through the stitch like you normally would, taking 2 pieces of that V onto your hook. You want to yarn over and just in that back leg of the V's on top of the stitches. Okay, not the first one, not the one that you see the V there, but that's part of this first stitch. See that there? You're going to go into the one that really looks like a V and just take that. And the very first one is kind of the hardest to get your stitch through, but then it kind of just starts flowing. Okay, so insert your hook into that back left portion of that V, yarn over and pull through a loop. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2 of them, yarn over and pull through 2 of them. Now I want you to notice that there's a big gaping hole here because we only went through 1 loop in that V, right? So you're thinking, oh, I don't like that. I don't want that. No, it goes away because the more you do of this stitch, it tightens right up. So don't get frustrated or discouraged. Just keep doing your back loop only double crochets, and it's only in the back leg of these V's. You see that there? So you're going to yarn over, insert your hook right into the center of that V and come out the back. So only the back loop. Yarn over and pull through a loop. That puts 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2 of them. Yarn over and pull through 2 of them. One more time. Yarn over. Kind of hold your work there so it stays pretty taut. Because this is a very loose stitch, I have a much smaller hook to try to keep the tension the same in the blocks. Okay, so insert your hook into the back leg of that V. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and pull through. And pull through, the 2 at a time. Just like any other double crochet. Insert in the back of the V, yarn over and pull through, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through 2 of those loops, yarn over and pull through the second 2 of those loops. Do that all the way across, chain up 3, turn your work, do it again across, chain up 3, turn your work, and do that all the way until you have 12 rows of this. That is the entire stitch. When you get to the other end, you just tie off, like I've showed you, like anytime you want to end a project, say this is the end of your project, you just snip your yarn, and you yarn over and pull through, and then you just pull all of that through, and it tightens up into a knot. And then you just tighten it and sew in your ends. That is the entire project. Okay, so I've already done that on this one. And then I took what was left of it and I just kind of weaved it through, and we're going to sew it in when we sew them in. Just for a little extra security. But this is the stitch. This is my favorite stitch for a baby that is born in winter, because it's fluffy, and the bigger, like if you use the hook that goes along with this, which in this particular instance it calls for, it's a medium 4 yarn, and it calls for a 5mm hook. So if you used a 5mm hook with this size yarn, or even a 5.5mm hook, as long as it complements the yarn and it's not like crazy different, you'll be okay. I would never normally tell you to change the hook size in a project, but from doing the granny squares where you started in the center and worked your way out to working them this way, it was just, the tension was so different that I had to figure something out, because it was just too much. It was too much of a difference. But this one isn't nearly as different. It's still pretty flat, but it's just fluffier, and I like it. So I hope that was interesting for you. I hope you learned a lot. Hope that was helpful. Have a great day. Bye-bye.